So continuing this subject of reframing your thoughts, remember, a leader's language is always going to dictate the way people will think about you, your reputation. Yes, your actions also matter, but the way you speak, the way you communicate, the way you influence are going to be very, very important. And in this, there are 6 things that I'm going to encourage all of you to stop talking or stop saying completely. And instead do what? So here is what you need to do. The first statement, never ever say, that's not my job. Whether you're a business owner, whether you are a leader, or you are a professional or a consultant, never say, that's not my job. Because if you're in a situation and you need to get things done, and if you're one of the senior people, if you're one of the experienced people, if you're one of the educated people, you need to show ownership. You need to show the accountability to get things done. You need to collaborate, work with others. There are times that you will be around with people who don't know what to do or who are stuck. See, it could just be an emotional reaction that others are giving you, that they're stuck and they're not able to do it. And at that point in time, take charge, work with them, get done. So I usually say that you need to show them what to be done. You need to teach them how to do it. And from there, you need to do it together and then release command and get them to do it. That's the way that you need to work. So instead of saying, that's not my job, remember this tagline. Remember to say, great leaders never see boundaries, they see opportunities. So capture that. So that's the first caution I'm going to leave with you. The second one, remember this. Stop saying or even entertaining from others, we have always done things like this. This shows heights of inflexibility. It's going to also demoralize anyone who's trying to do something new, bring in an innovation, bring in a change. And it's very disrespectful when you say to something, something like this to somebody. And also remember, this is a way to insulate a culture which somebody is going to then misuse. So while you say this, others may come in and use this against any other form of change, even when you're not present. So it's a very, very toxic statement. Instead, what? You need to respect tradition as well as look at innovation and adaptability, etc. So be a champion as a leader, as a business owner, as a professional, anyone. Be a champion of innovation, be a champion of change, be a champion of adaptability, be a champion of flexibility. Remember to master the tagline that tradition has its place, but innovation drives the future. That's what you need to remember. Now, the third thing that you need to stop saying is, this place or these people will never change. There can be nothing so derogatory as this statement when it comes to others and people. Remember, the human or brain is something that grows up until the time that we are alive. Even till the last breath, somebody can learn something new, memorize something new, achieve something new, form new neuronical connections. Unless the brain has or the body has got some severe damage where all sorts of development has stopped, this is true. This is the neuroplasticity concept. So it can never be that the place or the people can never change. Given the right motivation, given the right impetus, given the right direction, anything and everyone can change. Yes, there are limits to which are the scientific limits, but yes, things can change. So as a leader, as a business owner, always remember that you need to inspire optimism. You need to inspire the zeal to problem solve. You need to inspire the zeal to have people come forward, take charge, get things done, move forward. Let them see the reason where they need to go. If people are worried about the ambiguity, complexity, or the self-doubt, or they're not able to see the future, then that's what you need to resolve. So remember to master the tagline that challenges are stepping stones, not roadblocks. So if you find the situation, people, environment challenging, then work towards solving those roadblocks. The fourth thing, remember, never ever, when you're working with someone, say you are wrong or let's agree to disagree. So the first one is an attack and the second one is just completely cutting out. Both of these are very disrespectful ways of working with someone, and it's like clear disengagement. The first one is moving against people and attacking. The second one is moving away from them and isolating yourself. And Robert Hogan, one of the foremost psychometric and psychological minds in our times, has said this so beautifully that these are going to be really bad towards the reputation that you have, and it'll really demoralize other people. So instead of this, what you need to do, You need to foster dialogue. You need to foster empathy. You need to foster compassion. You need to foster the ability to influence, explain things to them. There are times, even when you are a business leader or senior person, that you will need to explain. Don't run away from it. You need to understand that that agreement isn't the goal always. It is understanding. If you have the understanding, agreements are going to come. Human beings see reason when you work with them to make them see that reason. So remember that. So master that tagline. Agreement isn't the goal. Understanding is the goal. Everything else will follow. Then the fifth thing that you need to stop saying completely is, I don't have time for this. And a lot of times we as business leaders or business owners or professionals or consultants say this. Things that they could be administrative tasks, it could be some small tasks, trivia, people needing attention, explanation, and anything when it's faced with this response that I don't have the time for this, it's either showing that you are too big to attend to something like this, or you are doing far more important things than what this is, or the other person is so unimportant. It can again be very demoralizing. In fact, this is something that can start giving rise to a lot of politics and name calling, etc. Because when you don't have time to pay attention to some things, then people are going to do it in any way that they want to. So instead, what you need to do is master lessons of empathy, master lessons of attention, master giving time, plan things in advance. Look at the small things which sometimes will be very, very important for you to get things done. In fact, you need to focus on some of the obvious, some of the trivia which you may be ignoring at this point in time. Don't call them the obvious or the trivias. You may need to focus on them to actually get things done. The devil is in the details. That's what you need to remember. So tagline to master: time is limited, but respect is infinite. And one of the highest forms of respect and highest forms of generosity is giving someone attention. And the last thing for you to remember as a business owner or as a leader or as a professional is you need to completely stop saying no offenses but. And we often say this when we want to challenge someone or give somebody a feedback. Don't do that. Now, the moment you've said no offenses, then the other person will think, okay, here is a person going to say something offensive. They've already classified it. You primed them to do that. Don't create that complication for yourself. Simply just be direct with your feedback. Yes, you need to be tactful. Yes, you need to absolutely be respectful, but you cannot be saying things like no offenses, but, and then give a feedback. Be very straight. Say, look, there is a point of view that I want to express, and this is what it is. You can choose that positive language. So remember the tagline: honest feedback is an art, it's not an attack. So that's something that you need to approach. So cut out these 6 things that I've spoken about today from your lexicon, your approach of managing with people, and you will definitely get the results. The art is remembering those taglines and mastering those skills that I've spoken about. Work upon these things and you will see the environment around you, the work around you, the reputation that you carry, the culture around you significantly change. A leader's language precipitates his or her reputation, and a leader's language precipitates the culture. The leader's reputation and the culture put together foster the kind of work that we do. It fosters the followers that we have. It fosters collective behavior. You go into bad behavior, groups will go into bad behavior, the organization will go into bad behavior. You do the right things, highly likely people will follow suit. I just remember that in our Pauranic kathas, there are a lot of stories about kings and queens, and they used to say that Jaisi Raja, Vaisi Praja, which essentially is in that how the king is or the leader is, so are the followers. Remember the example that you're setting.